Well, Coach Burke, give me a sense of what it means to have your team in the record book with a perfect non-conference 11-0 starts.
It's incredible. And we told our team, it's really hard to do something that no other team has done before and probably will not be done for a very long time after this. And so I think in the moment you probably take it lightly, and then in hindsight you think back and say, wow, we were 11-0 at one point, or 12-0, or whatever we end up being. But just mostly enjoying the moment and making sure they understand how important it is and how special it is.
What in your mind were the things that worked so well to allow the 11-0 non-conference start?
I think obviously, just coming together in the summer and just our ability to come together and have time together, because everybody thinks we're this veteran team that's been together forever, but we have 10 new players on our team. And so the 5 that we brought back are good impact players for us, but, we had a lot of new pieces. So I think just coming together and spending time together during the summer, that led us into our preseason, which led us into our first couple of games. And, I've just talked about improving every game since the game before. And I think we have done that. Scheduling helped. It was favorable towards us. We put a lot of home games. So, everything kind of just fell into place.
The returning players are your most important players, right? How much have they led the way to this start and pulled a lot of those newcomers along with them?
Yeah, I've challenged them since last year when KJ and Rena left. They're not walking through the door this year. How's your leadership going to be? How's your, you set the standard, you set the tone, you understand the culture that we have in place here and how we do things here. And so I think they've done a good job, and time has made that a little bit easier. And just, they're gamers, Chella, Lex, Kirsten, and Paula and Cito. And so those guys know what to do on the floor when the ball's tipped off, but it's more importantly the practices and at the apartments and what do we do in the locker room that has been something that I've seen improvement on in terms of them leading the way. But, you say they're our most important players, and we've also added some really, really important pieces from the portal as well and in our freshman class. And so that's been key as well.
The depth, which is exactly what you're talking about, is a significant step up from where you were last year. How much has that helped this entire picture right now?
Yeah, it's nice. Chella gets to breathe some air, before halftime, and same thing with Kirsten and Lonnie and those guys. So, our ability to have, like we had 6 people in double figures the other day. I don't necessarily think it needs to be 6 every night, but, if we can get 4 in double figures, I think we're going to be really, really hard to beat. And just taking that pressure off Chella and Kirsten and those guys with Lonnie and Lex and Ari. And, I think it's been really special and a very big luxury that we have not had since I've been here.
The one game that jumps out of the 11-0 start was the epic comeback against Vermont, a game that you and a lot of people have never been a part of watching that happen. As you reflect back on it, and what does it say about your team?
Well, it says we should have never been in that position to start. But, it just shows your toughness, your resilience, your ability to not hang your head and get down on anything and just be able to battle through and win. We're going to be down at some point the rest of this season and be able to refer back to that and use that as a really big tool for us.
All right, now we flip the switch, and you know what that means when January comes. It's conference play. Not only that, but your first bunch of conference games are against some of the teams you're going to have to get through to get back to Cleveland. So what does it change in your mindset? How do you get your team to change their mindset?
Yeah, I don't have to get them to do anything. I mean, if they can't look at our schedule and get fired up and ready to play these first 4 games, then they got to check their pulse, because Mac didn't do us any favors with the first part of our season, but why not just go ahead and see where you're at right from the beginning, right? So we expect some really good big challenges, starting with Central Michigan on Wednesday. But the rest of those 3-game stretch is going to be a really, really good test for us. We're excited. They're excited, and I don't really have to say anything.
No, you do not, because they are one of 8 undefeated teams in the country looking to stay that way to the important part of the season with MAC play. Coach, congratulations on the start and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.